Hey guys, Justice Curry with you today. I have an excellent video about one of my favorite G.I. Joe items. It's not really a figure and it's not really a vehicle. It's a hybrid between the two. You're thinking, what is this? Well, my title probably gave it away, but it is none other than the snake armor. Yes, the snake armor. Now, you're seeing different colors. You're like, what the heck's going on? Is it custom? Is it not? Oh, just hang tight. Grab that popcorn, relax. We're going to talk about this. Also with me in studio is my lovely daughter, BB. How are you? Hello, you're waving with your feet. Wonderful. I'll have you helping me open one of the snake armors that I have not physically touched yet. It is an exclusive. It's a JoeCon exclusive. Yes, the last JoeCon. Now, snake armor, for whatever reason, I was drawn to it. Not in my childhood, because I didn't have it, but when I got into collecting a number of years ago, and I would always just put it off to the side, and not sell them. Then there came a time where one of my buddies came over, I sold it all, and then I regretted it. And being on the G.I. Joe groups, if you're not involved in Facebook, get on those G.I. Joe groups. There's so many of them. There's like 10,000 people in one called ARAH 1982 to 1994. That's a real American hero. And people post things from time to time that I don't know what it is. And they're like, oh, look at my new haul. And I go, why is that snake armor red? And you start learning things. And someone tells me, well, that's the UK exclusive. So in England, United Kingdom, that was what they were getting, and called Action Force, their G.I. Joe equivalent. Now, our snake armor, the one you're going to be familiar with the most, is right here. This kind of off-white, grayish color came packaged like so. You can see a little trooper in there hanging out. The back shows you as my voice changes because my daughter's choking me. I want attention. She's like her dad. Jeez, oh Pete. So the trooper's in there, shows you the arm accessories 1, 2, and 3, and then a fourth one right there. Super realistic detail. It is neat. Well, they didn't stop there. That vehicle did so well, and they wanted to reuse the tooling, so they came out a number of years later, because the first one, 1983, 1984, then this one a year or two later, so 85-ish, I think, the Sears exclusive. Now, they only sold this one in Sears, you know, where they made millions of these. They made a much limited run of those because it was only sold in one store. Now, as you can see, it is blue. Really? Blue? Yes, blue. The battle armor snake. I love this part about it. You have Storm Shadow chilling in there. A ninja in a robotic suit. There's the comparison right there. Let's see if the backs are same kind of. Well, they changed the wording a little bit. Movable arms and legs. Super realistic detail. You may recall the super realistic was over there. But very, very similar. My buddy, and I pronounce his name wrong because I didn't graduate high school. I did, but I still can't read really well, and I butcher people's last names. Dan Klingensmith. He put out these pre-production books. I think there's 5 volumes thus far. I grab one every single time. He does a lot of pre-production artwork. He has a good relationship with prior employees. He's a plethora of information. I'm going to show you a page in here about reference the snake armor. The book's called 3 3/4, so 3.75. That's 3 3/4. Joe, the Special Forces team that forged an American hero. So I'll put a link to a way to contact him or get your hands on one of these books. It's an amazing read. Super colorful, knowledgeable stuff that's not online. Like, he has exclusive information and pictures that aren't floating around. But I'll get permission from him later. I tried calling him a minute ago to make sure I could use a page of his book, but it shows it right here. a precursor to the Bat, which is the battle android trooper we all love. Ron, that's Ron Rudat, the artist, designer, came up with the idea of SNAKE, which stands for, there'll be a test at the end of this, System Nuclear Armored Cloaking Equipment. Yes. This armor-plated suit was designated to, or designed, I told you can't read, to allow Cobra troopers to enter into contaminated areas and thwart any attacks from the Joe team. These are original drawings before this toy was even created. So what they would do is a concept where Ron would pencil in, you know, this wonderful, beautiful brain of his, all these different figures and ideas, and then it would go up the chain of command, and certain things would get produced, certain things would, you know, get tossed out on the cutting room floor. So that was his design initially. As you can see, I mean, there is a big difference of how this initially looked in his mind to what was actually made at the end. But it's neat, it's really cool. Check out Dan's books, you'll love them. I guarantee you'll like it. It's impossible not to. Well, as I said, here's the US release, other US release. Then you got the UK version put out around the same time. Now this is a more modern 2000s era re-release, this black one. Now these little buggers back here are very difficult to get your hands on. I mean, you have to be super patient and wait for those opportunities and jump on them. They were only produced in India. Now India had a lot of crazy color, fun school type figures. They're highly collectible now. Some are worth a lot. What are you doing up there? What? No one's paying attention to me. Everyone's looking in the background at my daughter. Don't be hitting things. Godzilla up there. Oh my goodness. Give me a heart attack. So Fun School would put out real neat, like Lady J called Canary Ann, and she was yellow. Another one, Snake Eyes, that was blue. So India had some really, really neat concepts. They changed the gray, as you can see. You know, this is lighter, this is a little bit darker gray. And then they did similar to us, where instead of the dark blue, they did a darker shade of grayish blue for one of their vintage snake armors. Looks great. Now, the elephant in the room, the one that you're going, what the heck is this? Yes, this sucker is a custom. I love translucence, as you can see from my translucent chandelier up here. So I had to get myself translucent snake armor, and I have a bat inside there. So if you're going, how do I get my hands on that? Well, I'll tell you. There's a guy, a passionate G.I. Joe collector by the name of Brian Kaufman. I met with him just the other day at a toy show. There's his smiling mug. He did that on purpose to look grumpy. He's actually a really nice guy, even though he looks like a homeless serial killer. I'll edit that out later. You're beautiful, Brian. Don't ever let anybody take that away from you. So Brian Kaufman, Kauffman. Contact him if you're interested. You're wondering, Justice, why did you get custom pink hands or arm accessories? Well, Brian's also a hilarious dude. So he gave a price. I can't help it. I love negotiating and bickering over prices. So he goes, okay, I'll take your lower price, you know, $15, $10 off. But he said, I get to pick the color of the accessories, because originally they're black or, you know, some kind of manly cool color. And I was like, yeah, I don't care. You can pick the color of the accessories. So he molded them in this pink color. Yes, pink. Now, 2018, which is now, and if you're watching in the future, thank you for watching, was the last JoeCon, the convention that was officially sanctioned, called JoeCon. I was not able to go. My friends got to go. Hold on, stop. I want you to open this. Can you help me? So JoeCon had an exclusive figure called the, show people first, well, no, open it up. I had a number of exclusives. There were some parachute figures, not parachute, there's some modern figures and some real neat ones. I didn't care about any of that. I wanted this snake armor. I wanted it so bad, but it kept getting sold out. My friends were taking pictures and going, I got it, you don't, and teasing me. I was crying myself to sleep. It was horrible. Well, my good buddy Motu Joe, passionate He-Man collector, also went to JoeCon with my buddy Jason Boonstra, and they got their hands on this for me. Wait till you see. And Joe just dropped it off a couple hours ago. So yeah, this is like 4 months later. He kept always forgetting. So show people, yeah. What do we got? Describe it to people. Get it real close. What is it? You don't know? Well, let me tell you what this is. This is the Python Patrol Paint Apps. See, Python Patrol sticker snake armor. So literally, they made a limited number of these, sanctioned, and oh yeah, here's the arm accessories that are gold. And if you know Python Patrol from the late 80s, there was a number of vehicles and figures that were produced in that kind of, you have to take off his hands. From what I understand, some collectors were complaining that these halves, because the snake armor, gosh, I didn't even offer you a nice tutorial. The snake armor lets you put a figure in there. So the halves come apart, as I'm easily doing right now. See? You can put a figure in there. His legs fit. There's 2 halves to this. If you don't have a figure, they provide this little stand right there. It'll come out. There's even displays. Check this out. The sticker apps make it like beep boop 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 boop. Like the figure is actually pushing things. That's neat. That's really neat. I forgot that's in there. But anyway, the snake armor is, for whatever reason, glued together. I don't care. Beggars can't be choosers. I'm happy to add this to my snake, not my snake, my snake armor collection, which will go into my display cabinet for no hands, no little tiny hands going, I want to break it all apart. I love my kids to death, but things that I have around here, yeah, they can touch it for the most part. Things I don't want them touching, I put into that little cabinet. What are you doing? What do you got going on? Oh, be careful with that. Very dangerous. Or not. Yes, it's dangerous. Those bombs will go off. The gun really shoots. Be careful. But this piece breaks, so don't drop it or anything, okay? JoeCon had some drama associated with it, which I made fun of later. There was something called the parachute drop. They do this all the time, where they get all these darn figures, put parachutes on them, throw them out. It's supposed to be for the kids. They get a free figure. It's a wonderful experience. Well, I was watching it live on my computer because everyone's on the Facebook groups filming it, and people are complaining because the kids weren't being, kids were going up to go get the parachutes that were coming down off this giant parking structure, but also some greedy adults were swooping in there and grabbing them, and literally there was like pitchforks and torches later on in the community of people going, man, these resellers, because they were seeing them right away on eBay for $100+ for things that were intended to be for children. You know, people with not high moral standards were selling these off. So big uproar. I made light of it, because that's what I do. My humor gets me in trouble all the time. Even my good friend Guillermo, he was taunting me with this during it, going, look what I got, look what I got. And I had a video of him and I posted it. And he was so mad because he's a private person, and
Hold on, so I have mine. I show you mine. Do you have a snake armor?
Yes, I do.
The Python Patrol JoeCon 2018.
It's virgin, yes.
Yeah, I got one.
You got one.
I did.
You know that, Joe.
I don't know if it's the 2.5 or the 1, but I got one.
How about you? You got one?
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, I got one.
How about you, Baron?
That's right.
How about you?
Heck yeah!
Hold on, so
I shared this video of him teasing me, and I go, well, If you try to troll a troll, if you try to troll King Troll, that's what you get. That just went into a direction. Now Guillermo's going to be all mad at me because I'm talking about him, but he's my friend. He'll forgive me. I'm sorry, Guillermo. He's the director of Plastic Crack. I know I haven't been talking about Plastic Crack that often because I'm still waiting for the release date, and once that hits, I'm going to be talking about it non-stop. Because Plastic Crack's going to be a documentary about toy collecting, the community. It's going to be freaking awesome. Anyway, I'm going to play for you right now the live video that I did, shot with my son, making fun of this whole parachute endeavor. So I'll leave that video. Also, I had people reach out to me after this, weeks, months later, and say, well, I thought that was pretty swear word, that you took all those parachutes and were making light of it and with your son. No, I was trying to use extreme sarcasm, but sometimes people don't understand sarcasm, and my humor gets me in trouble way too much, but I can't help it. I just like pushing that button. But yes, enjoy the video. Take care.
Hey guys, Justice Curry here. I'm gonna take you along. I need you to be my witness. I need you to be my backup. I got an anonymous tip, just called in on the hotline, that we got a lead on who took all the parachute figures from JoeCon. It was supposed to be, you know, a wondrous event, parachutes flying off this tall parking structure, and then kids were supposed to enjoy these. But adult scalpers were rushing in there, pushing over kids, kicking over kids, grabbing them, hoarding them, taking more than they deserve. They didn't deserve any. The kids deserved them. Well, I think I know where some of them are, okay? Freeze! Hey! What are you doing? What are you doing in here? Hey! Sir, I got a tip that you have, you took some parachutes? Did you take some parachute figures from JoeCon? I captured you on video. I enhanced the video. Sir, don't try denying this. I see one right here. Obviously. What are you, 37 years old? You're 37 years old. You should be ashamed of you. You took more than one? Another one? Sir. What is going? Look at. They're in your socks. What's over here? Don't move. Let me see you. Stay right here. Do not move. You understand? Okay. I see one right here. You're taking all these, sir. This is insane. This is absolute. These parachute. Another one in your pocket. How do you explain this?
Can I open it?
Yeah, you open it. Were you putting these on eBay? Sir, I see an open phone with an eBay app right now, selling this for what? $119? Where's the figures? Sir? Here, you have any more on you? This is insane. This is apps. You don't have any more. Where are the figures that came along with this, huh? Huh? Oh, sir. I knew I. What do you call this? What is this? I'm glad you guys got to witness this. This is an outrage. I can't believe you took all these parachutes. You need to say you're sorry to the community. You're sorry. Hey, look at me. I love you so much. You're the best. Mwah. All right, guys. I know I was making light of it. It's blowing up everywhere with the sites. Oh my gosh! If anybody tries to sell these, they'll be banned. Well, obviously the few people, the few bad apples ruined the bunch. That doesn't represent. There's 10,000 people in ARH. There's what, 5, maybe 10 adults that took some of those either for greed purposes or to grab one to bring home to their kids. There is no excuse for it. It belongs to the children. Adults had opportunities to buy those, but I just wanted to have some fun because of all the doom and gloom. You had one more in your. Let me see. You had one the whole time. You were hiding this. This is out of control. Out of control. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's on most of the G.I. Joe sites at JoeCon. That I wanted to be there. I said I was going to be there, but I was pranking everyone. I didn't get to go. Work made me work, and it sucks, but you know, priorities. Anyway, yes, the whole thing, negativity, shame on people, we're banning, we're gonna lynch, we're gonna get them all. Just want to add some humor to it, so that's it. But I hope if you're there, you're having a blast. If you're not, we're living vicariously through you. So I want to see the live videos at JoeCon. I want to see the interacting with the members. I want to see the high fives, the hugs, the toys, what have you. And if anybody out there can get their hands on a Python Patrol snake armor, and please sell it to me. Like I have all the Python Patrols, all the snake armors from every country. So I'm begging you, please try to get your hands on one. I will pay for it. Both Fun School versions, obviously the one, a clear one right there, which is a custom, the Action Force one, and then another modern black one. So I love snake armors, and I wanted that so bad. But more importantly, I wanted to see my friends and that I consider family, because the people in the G.I. Joe community, I mean, you're my people. You're my people. I did not go to the parachute drop. Thought only kids were allowed. And you could clearly hear it on the announcements, which it sounded like Dan Klingensmith, if I wasn't mistaken, over the loudspeaker saying, "This is for kids only," and all the parachutes fell down. There's a link to it on my profile. Hey, don't open that, buddy. Oh, hey, don't open it. These are toys, not to be played with. Toys. Are you a child? I'm kidding. I know, you're closing. I'm kidding. Here, look at all these toys. And my room is in big time disarray. Oh, look at, show everyone your cars, okay? I got a huge lot in, and I was sorting toys for the better part of yesterday, and making piles of stuff I'm getting rid of, stuff for free, stuff for my son. So this is the messiest it's been in a long, long, long time. Stop it. No, we're not opening that. No, one more. I love you, but we're not going to open that, okay? Look at them. Lights off. They need to go to sleep, okay? Good. You're the best. I love you. Come on. Play with the cars. John Gallimore's watching. And the sucky part about when I started the whole thing saying, I'm going, my phone blew up from all my buddies. I mean, I got 8-10 calls. You're going. And I didn't answer a single message call because I wanted a piece of me to still go to JoeCon, and I'm a prankster. I like having fun, and that was my piece. That was my humor piece. So take care. Love you all. Bye.
Hey guys, one more thing. My daughter's over there playing. This is the best. But I forgot to tell you guys the story. She has some awesomeness going on here. You're probably like, what the frig is up with your shirt? It says Big Poppy. Out of your shot from her. Funny story. I've had the YouTube channel going on close to 2 years, a year and a half, whatever. So early on, I had a fan, which is a number of you are fans. That's awesome. I consider you friends. Well, this fan would probably cross the border and the line into stalkerdom. Is that a word? Stalkerdom? Just call it a stalker. All right. She would post very sexually gauged conversations like, I can't even tell you what she said because it's like NC-17 stuff. But me being a prankster, I got a kick out of it. You know, I'm taking screenshots, posting it on my Facebook profile and say if I ever, you know, end up missing, look for this person. And people are joking because her profile picture is that of a young, you know, 18-ish girl. But they're like, it's probably some, you know, 500-pound dude, you know, watching you. So we had fun with it. Well, one of these such comments, she called me Poppy. And me being a northern Michigan kind of guy, I didn't even know what the word Poppy meant. And I thought like Daddy Poppy. So I said, what's Poppy mean? And she told me what it means. I guess it's a Cuban thing. Anyway, that was hilarious. I said, look at my new nickname's Poppy. I made a Facebook profile, showed screenshots, got like 100 plus comments. Everyone was laughing. You know, give me her contact information. My wife has a great sense of humor as well. So for my birthday, opening up my shirt, it said Big Poppy, and she's like, you're my Poppy. You're not some bimbo stalker's Poppy. Just wanted to let you know there's a story behind everything, and that's what I love about it. Take care, guys. Hey guys, thanks for watching that last video. I just wanted to take a quick moment of your time to offer an amazing opportunity for my fans and friends of this channel to contribute. It's called being a Patreon. What that basically means is sending me $1 or a few bucks to help me out with the hundreds of hours that I spend driving and filming and editing these videos, also with equipment upgrades. This is literally the third GoPro I've gone through in the last year and a half. Now, as you already know, I don't have advertising in my YouTube videos like most YouTubers, so I don't make a dime off of posting these videos. Now, there's some amazing perks that come with being a Patreon. What are they, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you. Getting your name in the end credits as a contributor, having your name immortalized as helping me with this amazing journey. Getting first dibs on some of these toy hauls you might have an opportunity to see before they're offered for sale anywhere else. And getting a surprise mystery package from me. Yes, I know. Now, go to Patreon. Just check it out. Patreon.com. Here's right here. You can see it. Patreon.com. Just type in my name, Justice Curry, or go to Patreon/Justice Curry. But the easiest way, quite frankly, just click on the little details or description of this YouTube video, and I'll have a link right there. Boop, check it out. Look at it. I would love your support. Thank you so very much for all that you do, watching my videos, getting the comments, reading them. Some people reach out to me, sharing their experiences. I love it. It really means a lot. So if you feel like helping me out with a few bucks, I would greatly appreciate it. If not, no biggie, but just check it out. Just look at patreon.com, Justice Curry, hit that link. But I want you to have a wonderful day. God bless and take care.